You first. This is KIMT Storm Team 3, weather coverage you can count on.
All right, we're back with KIMT Storm Team 3 meteorologist Sara Knox. And Sara, we really just saw a huge change in what it's looking like outside here in Rochester.
Absolutely, yeah. Now it's looking like what it is kind of across most of the area, especially closer to 35. This was just about an hour earlier. This is around 4 p.m. A win, of course, first at 4 began. Let's push time forward and don't blink, my friends, because you'll miss it as these clouds just started to pour in, the clouds, the fog. And look at that, an instant change. It was fascinating to watch in real time. Both Jess and I were just shocked. So I can tell you right now that current visibility number in Rochester, definitely not 6 anymore. It takes a moment for, of course, this graphic to update. You can clearly see if you joined us a little earlier that most of the activity here was right along the 35 corridor, but now it continues to make its way in from the west. Dodge Center now at 0 miles of visibility alongside Albert Lee. Austin dropping fast under half a mile of visibility alongside Forest City. Mason City actually seeing an improvement, was under half a mile not too long ago. Basically what this means that if you are taking off for the evening commute, it is going to be very difficult to see, especially as you get outside of city limits on those long stretches of highway. So yeah, you're gonna have to take it slow. Just be cautious of those around you. Satellite and radar here picking up a little bit on that fog. That's generally what we're seeing here alongside, of course, some cloud cover a little higher in the atmosphere. Generally, though, that's going to be taking its time to arrive. So we'll be dealing with fog, and then the clouds above it will start to make its way in from the west. Now that the sunshine is covered, of course, it was setting. These temperatures are going to be dropping pretty quickly. We've already seen drops in Albert Lee, Mason City currently at 25 degrees, 27 in Owatonna. Charles City still on top around 32 degrees. I guess La Crosse could be counted as well, 35 there, 30 in Rochester. And again, I bet we start to see these numbers drop pretty quickly because alongside some of this incoming fog is coming some cooler air. I do want to touch on air quality once again because there has been some improvements. Now a lot of us in the yellow, that's moderate. A lot of it has to do with the winds finally starting to pick up, but we're not necessarily going to be seeing big improvements until we get to Friday. I also want to point out where these winds are coming from, the northwest, pulling in some of this colder air, which will, of course, have an effect as we go through the next couple days. Sky Tracker 3 also picking up on that fog that we've already seen kind of make its move, ultimately covering the entirety of the area alongside the cloud cover. Very, very small chance that we could see a little precipitation in that. Again, pretty small, but because of these temperatures, we once again have to watch out for some freezing fog. The next 3 days do feature temperatures, or rather the next 2 days feature temperatures below freezing. Then I reveal Saturday and big changes once again as more sunshine comes our way, and that allows these temperatures to jump on up. You'll see that here on the 7-day forecast where the weekend is always in view. Temps going back into the 30s, in fact, near 40 degrees by the time we finish off the weekend. That welcomes in the possibility for kind of a rainy, possible mixture as we get into next week. Something to watch out for, but as of right now, it's not looking to be a big storm. Of course, it's still a ways out, so changes can still happen.
Of course. I mean, yeah, you get those warmer temperatures, which seems great, but then all that slushy, wet weather, not so much.
Not so much. I'll still take it, though. I'll still take those warmer temps.
Both of us always agree. Warmer is better. We love it.
For
Thank
sure.
you, Sara.
Mm-hmm.